Hey there, Treasure Hunt fans. Y'all pal Big D back here with another weekly update. I am sorry I did miss last week. I'm sorry. I really have no excuse other than the fact that time got by me, and yeah, here we are. So I am sorry for next week. So this update's gonna be a little bit bigger than my normal updates have been so far because I have a few more movies I want to go through. So to start off, I want to go back on what came out last week since I was able to do that. So the week of would have been the 8th. What came out? So on that week, which was the 8th, which was last Tuesday, what came out was the big ones were Saving Private Ryan in 4K, which not only 4K, it was a steelbook as well, and I did buy it. I do have it. I had to get it. Batman Ninja, which I did pick up too, was a steelbook as well. Plus, it was a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. I picked that one up because it looks really cool. It's kind of done in like almost like Japanese animation. But it's like looks like samurai times. Looks very interesting. So I'll have to let you know once I watch it. Tell you if it was good or not. 50 Shades Freed did come out last week. That is the last, huzzah, the last movie in the 50 Shades series. So that is it. All three movies. The trilogy is officially out. I know my wife's really excited about it. She did pick it up. But that's it. That show it is over. They can all move on now. But it is out. So if you're down with the 50, you should watch it. Then let's see. Phantom Thread, which did come out a couple weeks ago, was released last week in a 4K edition. And then also Source Code, the old Jake Gyllenhaal movie from a few years ago, was also released in 4K as well. So that was the big things that came out last week. I can tell you that I did, like I said, I did pick up Saving Private Ryan 4K Steelbook, of course. I did pick up Batman Ninja Steelbook, of course, because they're Steelbooks, and if they're within my price range, I'm gonna get them every time because I love them Steelbooks. And we did get 50 Shades Free because, again, I had already said my wife really wanted to get it. She really loves the series. So, of course, we had to complete our set of the Freed movies. So that was last week. Now, I'm going to do this week's new releases coming out, and also going to do some recent announcements because there was some movies that were announced over the course of the last couple weeks. So this week, which came out, which this week being today is the 15th of May, so today was Tuesday, new release day. So today what came out, the big one that came out, the La Grande, big as ever came out, was Black Panther. Obviously, the latest Marvel movie, not really the latest because Avengers is out, but it's the latest non-Avengers movie come out. So that did come out, and it did come out in Blu-ray DVD combo packs. It came out in a Blu-ray DVD steelbook, and then it came out with a 4K steelbook, which, of course, what did I get? Anybody guess? What did I buy? 4K steelbook, of course! So I did need to get that because that's very important to me. I wanted to get that, and I've gotten the last few Marvel movies as steelbooks. I definitely want to get that as well. And to be honest with you, Black Panther is a really good movie. It was really well done. I liked it. And the lead actor, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, and I feel really bad about it. I like him as an actor. His voice is like, to me, it's almost like hypnotic. When he speaks, I'm just like, yeah. Really good movie, really well done, really well acted. Just a really, just spot on. They did an amazing job. And I mean, basically, the movie takes place right after the events of, pretty much right after the events of Civil War and Captain America Civil War. So, it's kind of the continuation of the story, and it's just really good. I really liked it a lot. I highly, highly recommend it. I have not talked to anybody that didn't like it, so it's definitely a thumbs up, and it's actually a purchase. I would definitely purchase it. It's that good of a movie. Also came out this week, a couple 4Ks. Gladiator with Russell Crowe, great movie. I haven't picked that one up yet. I will be picking that one up soon. The second one, Braveheart, which is in my top 10 movies of all time. So I did pick up Braveheart 4K because it's Braveheart. I know Mel Gibson went a little cuckoo a few years ago, but Braveheart is just, oh man, it's an epic movie. It's so good. It is so well done. It is just, cinematography is beautiful. The acting is spot on. The story is really well. It's just, you sit down, you just immerse yourself in the movie. It's so good. So, of course, I had to get it in 4K, and I'm so excited about seeing it in 4K because I only imagine what it's going to look like in 4K. I mean, it's gotta be incredible looking. So I did pick that up. Also today, Die Hard came out today. The 30th. This year celebrates the 30th year of the release of Die Hard to theaters. So it looks like they put out a 4K edition of it. They put out a steelbook. Then they put a steelbook out of all the movies together in one. So I did pick up the steelbook. I didn't get the 4K of that one. I wanted the steelbook more because the steelbook, to me, it was a limited edition. I was like, nah, I go with the steelbook on that one because if I go with the 4K, then I'm gonna need to get all the other movies in 4K. And to be honest with you, I'm not I like all the movies, but there's certain movies in the series I like more than others. Certain movies I'd be like, nah, I don't really need to have that in 4K. So I felt this is a better way, and the Steelbook's just really cool looking. Let's see. Also came out this week was The Return of the Swamp Thing, which that one has Heather Locklear in it, not Adrienne Barbeau. So that did come out this week. Also, the It's Alive trilogy came out. I really want to get that. I've only seen the first one. I remember seeing it as a kid. I remember being scary, a little weird creature coming out of the bassinet. But I haven't seen the other two, and I really do. So I'm hoping eventually it comes down enough in price where I can go, okay, pull the trigger and get it, because I really want to see the rest of them. I'm a big 80s horror fan to begin with, so I think I'm going to really enjoy it. A couple more Steelbooks. It was Steelbook a palooza. Let me tell you, there were so many Steelbooks that came out that it was ridiculous. Two of the Steelbooks that came out today. One was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the original movie, which I did get. That one, and also Buckaroo Banzai was the other one. And those two Steelbooks are really cool because they're limited to only 10,000 copies, and that's it. So if you see one and you like either one of those movies or you're into Steelbooks, I would definitely grab them because I don't think they're going to be around long. 10,000 copies, although that sounds like kind of a big number, it's really not in the grander scheme of things because it's not a Best Buy exclusive. So you can get them from Amazon, you can get them from Best Buy, you probably get them at Walmart. Yeah, I saw them on Walmart online. So it's non-exclusive to anybody. So 10,000 copies for what's the population of the United States in the millions? It's not that much. It's a small fraction. So if you're really interested, I would definitely go with it because I have a feeling, especially Buckaroo Banzai and actually even Bill and Ted, because they just announced Bill and Ted 3. They are going through with it. So I can imagine people are going to pick those up, especially people who are so into the 80s like I am. Those are two very iconic 80s movies. So those are ones you really need to own if you're a big 80s fan like myself. So I did pick those up. Also today, and I want to get them, but I don't want to pay the ridiculous price, The Wizard with Fred Savage came out today, and Problem Child 2. Problem Child, the original one, came out about a year and a half ago, and it was a Best Buy exclusive. I remember they were like $9. This Problem Child's 20, and I refuse to pay $20 for a movie that has no features on it. Do I want it? Yes. I love the Problem Child movies. The first two, man, I love those movies. But I'm just not going to pay. I have a hard time paying $20 for a movie that has no special features on it. It's just the movie itself. I can wait. Eventually it'll get knocked down and I'll pick that up. Also, Rick and Morty Season 3 did come out today, and that came out also in a Steelbook as well. It was actually a really neat Steelbook, but because of funds and stuff like that, I had to be picky, so unfortunately I didn't get that. I'm getting paid this week, and I'm really seriously considering going out and getting it because it's actually, the cover is beautiful on it. I mean, it is some of the most beautiful artwork I've seen on a 4K, a Steelbook. So, but that did come out. Also, WrestleMania 34 did come out today as well. And that's it for the major releases that came out today. Let's see here. There is some new announcements. Actually, before we do that, let's talk about what's coming out next week, because next week's going to be a big week. It's going to be a really big week, and my light just went out. So, wow, like it got dark like real quick. So bear with me on this one. I don't know if there's much else I can do, unfortunately. Sorry. Yeah. So please bear with me on this one, darn light. But next week we got coming out some big ones. So first off, Game Night comes out next week, and that's the movie with I just forgot their names. Of course I did, because why wouldn't I when I'm sitting here, talking to you guys? Of course I forget. But it stars this couple. They have a game night. They have a game night every week where people come over, play board games, stuff like that. But one of the guys, the lead guy's brother, he decides to do a different game night where it's a different one where he gets fake abducted, and you're supposed to solve all these clues and go around town to find him. But only it ends up being legitimate, like some actual bad guys come in and take him hostage, and they try to find him. And it's hilarity ensues. It's absolutely funny movie. It's really well done. I really liked it a lot. My wife and I went and saw it actually in theaters, and we were both we laughed from beginning to end. So that one comes out next week. Also, Red Sparrow, the new Jennifer Lawrence movie, which I've heard a lot of really mixed reviews on that one, so I'm not really sure about it. I kind of do want to see it, but I hear it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes long or something like that, and like 2 hours of it is just like dialogue, with about 10 minutes of action. So I'm still curious because I have liked the majority of her movies, so we'll see. Also, Early Man, that claymation movie done by the people that did Wallace and Gromit, comes out next week. Let's see here, The Patriot, my other ultimate favorite Mel Gibson movie, the movie about how we conquered and took over the United States, basically. I mean, it's all about the Revolutionary War. So, really well done movie. I absolutely love it. It's so well done. It's just a great piece altogether. Again, another movie with really good cinematography. So, and I love period pieces like that where the times when you go back when things were so much simpler. I do enjoy those. Also, let's see here, Fury 4K, the movie with Brad Pitt, which is a really good movie about this group of guys in a tank during World War II, and it's really good. John Bernthal's in it. It's got an all-star cast. It's really well done. If you haven't seen it, I would really like to check it out. The Matrix comes out in 4K next week, so a lot of 4Ks coming out. And then also that 1517, that's that Clint Eastwood movie about the guys who thwarted the bombing attempt on the train in Europe. So I really want to see that. All I've heard mixed reviews about that one as well. I can't ever remember a Clint Eastwood directed movie I didn't like, so I'm sure it's good. And then the biggest one coming out next week is, and this is coming out in 4K Steelbook, and it's a box set. It's the Jurassic Park saga. So the first 3 Jurassic Park movies, along with the last one with oh my gosh, Chris Pratt. It's all in a box set. It's coming in a box set, or it's coming in a steelbook box set. It's going to be in 4K. Really excited about that because I've always been a big fan of the Jurassic Park movies. I think they're amazing. I can't imagine what they're going to look at in 4K. So that is pretty cool. So that's all coming out next week. And then some announcements that they've recently announced. Going through my notes here, make sure I don't miss anything. So some announcements. First, Bride of Reanimator has been announced for Blu-ray, coming out on July 24th, a couple days before my birthday. Blockers, that's that movie with John Cena and those guys that are trying to follow their kids around because their kids are going to lose their virginity on prom night, so they're trying to follow around to make sure that doesn't happen. So that one comes out. I heard it's pretty funny. And then a couple movies I'm really excited about. Both star Jim Belushi. One's called Taking Care of Business. The other one's called Mr. Destiny. Those are actually really favorite movies of mine from like the late 80s, early 90s. I really actually enjoyed those movies. They got really good stories to them. And I was surprised they're coming out on Blu-ray, and those will be out July. I want to say July 31st, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, that was announced, let's see here, we have Mac and Me coming out on August 7th. And I'll say that one for last. Love, Simon, that movie came out not too long ago. I think it might still be in theaters, but they've already announced that for June 12th, which is not that far away. A movie called Brain Scan, an old cheesy movie from the early 90s, is coming out on August 28th. Then the rest of these we already know about. Bill and Ted, with the exception of this one last one that was announced, and that one being, and I'm so stoked on this because I've been a big fan of yours. It's never been available on Blu-ray before, and the DVD, they actually took out the original soundtrack and put a different soundtrack in its place, and so I've never actually seen the actual movie with its actual soundtrack, and that is Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I am so excited. I've actually been a big fan of that. I love both those movies. The first 2 movies I love them so much because you can't take them seriously, but they're just really they're just fun. They're just absolutely fun. Some of the characters from the first movie, even though they died in the first movie, still somehow appear in the second movie. They may have different names, but they act the same. They're almost the same character. But, and if you've seen both movies, you know who I'm talking about. There's nothing like in part 2, there's a part where they take out a zombie's head and the zombie's still talking. It's like, hey man, what's going on here? What are you going to do there? It's just, it's beyond insanity. It really is. But I'm really excited. It's going to get it's of course Scream Factory's putting it out, who also put out the, Return of the Living Dead, so you know it's going to be quality. It's going to have a lot of extra features, a lot of really cool stuff added to it. So I'm really excited about that, and it will have the original soundtrack in it, which is really cool because again I've never seen it that way. And the only way you could ever see it before that was there was a VHS version, I believe, that had that original soundtrack, and yeah, and I never got a hold of that copy of it. I used to have this one VHS back in the day, but it was one of those EP VHSs. If you don't remember VHS had 3 speeds on it. It was SP, SLP, and EP being the worst. Like, you could fit a ton of stuff if you recorded an EP, but it was really bad quality, and that's how that one was. I did pick it up on Blu-ray. I do have it I'm not Blu-ray, but DVD, but again, yeah, I didn't know the soundtrack's on there, and it's edited a little bit, so I'm really excited about that. So that is it. That is it. What's coming out, what has come out, what came out today, what's coming out in the future. That is all your information. I hope this helps, and I hope this little video helps. I'm trying to do these things to keep people informed of what's going on and stuff like that, so they know to be informed. And hey, I might want to check that out. So that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my video from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys The reason why I keep doing this every week, and I love the comments, so please leave me comments. Are there any movies I mentioned today that you're excited about, or maybe you've purchased or something like that, and you want to talk about, or any of the movies coming out? Have you seen Return of the Living Dead 2? Let me know. Leave some comments down below. If you like this video, please click the like button, and if you want to see more videos from old Big D, the Movie Hunter here, click the subscribe button at the top. You will get more videos from me, I promise. I do apologize again for last week. I only posted one video, which was my review of Avengers, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. There will be another video posted this week on top of this one this week. I'm going to get back to my regular set here again. So once again, thank you all for watching. You guys rock. Remember, always keep hunting because you just don't know what's out there. You don't. You should see some stuff I found recently. You don't know, and I will be doing a recap video on that soon. Always keep hunting, and remember, live long and prosper, everybody. Take care. Bye.